With all the good news coming from Glitch recently, it was unfortunate to hear the latest discourse running one of their projects, SMG4. For those who might not have heard of it before, it's another one of Glitch's projects that's basically like a mini skit channel, following their cast of Mario and original characters on little random adventures. It is aimed at a younger demographic, so if you've not seen it before, I wouldn't blame you. There's been a lot of discussion surrounding Glitch's working conditions after the treatment of one of their former voice actors for Tari, which I'll be going over in this video. As always, if you do enjoy these kinds of breakdowns, be sure to subscribe to keep up to date. Anyway, moving into the video. So this all initially got brought to light when a fan of SMG4 made a post saying, "Hey, I know the new VA is not your cup of tea, but please respect it. Tari's old VA is a teacher and already has kids now. She's busy taking care of her family, so I understand why SMG4 hired a new VA. I'm saying this because I see people hate the new VA and make a new hashtag." Celeste, the previous voice actor for Tari, obviously saw this and responded saying, "As the OG voice of Tari, I'm surprised as you are. I only discovered I'd been replaced today. While I'm sure Lottie VO is a lovely person and would never begrudge a fellow actor of getting work, the whole narrative that I was too busy is not true at all." This was obviously some pretty awful news and not something you'd want to be hearing for the first time publicly, so I can only imagine how bad Celeste would have been feeling after finding out about all this. After there were a lot of posts blowing up talking about it and going after the new VA Lottie, who's not really at fault for anything here and should have been left alone, as she's clearly not responsible for Glitch's mishandling of their staff. In response to all this, one of the other voice actors for SMG2, Anime America, actually ended up resigning publicly in response to everything as well. Her post reads, "My Tari, you didn't deserve this. If we're that replaceable, then consider my resignation as SMG2 effective immediately. At SMG4 should be ashamed for being this heartless and unprofessional." Not too long after all this started blowing up, the voice director for Glitch actually posted a response over on Discord giving their side of the situation, which I'll read through now. She says, "Hey, my name is Jasmine and I'm the voice director for Glitch and SMG4. I wanted to talk directly to the SMG4 community about something you may have seen on Twitter recently and clear up any concern or confusion. If you hadn't seen it, the voice actor for Tari was recently replaced with a new actress, but with the real sticking point being that Celeste hadn't been told and is understandably upset. To make everything clear, this one was entirely on me and I apologize to everyone. As voice director, the VA's well-being is under me, and the very simple answer about it is that I just forgot to notify her. That's entirely it, with no excuses or reasoning behind it. I've reached out to her as well as our other VAs to apologize for this terrible mistake, but yeah, it's entirely on me for not doing something I was supposed to do, and I fully accept if anyone is angry or upset at me, as it is well deserved. Why the replacement happened I feel is not something to disclose outside of me and Celeste personally, and without her permission right now, all I can say at this point is sorry to anyone upset by what's happened, or if it feels like someone at SMG4 betrayed your trust as a community, because I did. It is not the standard we uphold here in this studio, and as the voice director, and even as a voice actress myself, I failed to uphold it. As you can probably guess, this weird apology did not go down too well and allegedly paints a far different picture to what Celeste says she had experienced, which she details in a fairly lengthy post I'll throw up on screen now. The caption reads, "Hi all, thank you for your patience and support. I've been waiting to post anything to give time for Glitch to hopefully give me a proper answer, or at least make a statement. But so many days have gone by, and I felt I should share my story as you deserve some sort of response. If you want to have a read through, which I'd recommend, I'll leave a link in the description, but I'm just going to summarize the main points she mentions that Jasmine seemed hesitant to talk about. The main one seems to be that Glitch was claiming that she didn't seem available, but couldn't seem to provide a reason as to why, because Celeste had hit all the deadlines and was more available than ever. Her messages trying to communicate this had also been left on unseen, so it just seems like they had an opinion of her being unavailable, despite the opposite clearly being the case. It sounds more like just a cover-up excuse." Another weird part Celeste brings up was that Jasmine had initially claimed that she had nothing to do with the recast, and then somehow switched up into taking full responsibility in the apology, so it makes things pretty unclear as to what's going on here. With all of this coming into the spotlight, Anime America started posting and talking about some other reviews being brought up about Glitch, which led to a lot of users trying to start up momentum and try and boycott Glitch. One user posted under the initial thread with some Glassdoor reviews saying, "I'm sorry to hear that, Celeste. Glitch unfortunately has a history of not being the best employer since they started taking on other projects other than Metarunner. Their Glassdoor reviews for employees are not great either." Underneath were some other pretty poor reviews about Glitch and the working conditions. As always, keep in mind to take these things with a grain of salt, as things may not be as simple as it seems, or could be completely faked. We can't really know for certain. Alongside all this, Anime America posted various different personal accounts from alleged former members of the team. I'll throw them up on screen now if you'd like to take a look, but they more or less detail the same kind of poor working experience at Glitch. Honestly, I'm hopeful Glitch will respond to all this properly, as it leaves a pretty bad taste in your mouth after seeing how management deals with what should have been a lot more straightforward for all parties involved. It's almost comical seeing them a few years back trying to boast about how the art form deserves more respect, and that they want to be a pillar of support for the indie animation community while also treating Celeste like trash for no reason. Overall, this is just a bad situation all around, and it sets a pretty poor precedent for Glitch, who wanted to be the champions of the YouTube animation space, and will probably make any current or future voice actors uncertain about their future with Glitch. I hope this does get resolved soon, hopefully in a more official capacity and not just a message on their Discord. Once again, don't send any hate to anyone, especially Lottie, as she's just a bystander that's been pretty much dragged into all this. Anyway, that's all I wanted to cover in this video. If you did enjoy it, feel free to subscribe and let me know what you think about the situation down below in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.